It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, dude. I hope you're doing well.
We are
Oh,
live,
right.
boys.
Oh, fantastic.
We're just doing
Oh.
stuff. We're waiting for Chris to officially start the podcast. Right now, he's doing some shit with IKEA or something. I don't know. Ooh, IKEA.
What do you think about my camera? It's good. Everything's good. This is the first time I'm using it, so.
It's GG, mate.
Yeah, dude. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. When
Thank
I say
you.
GG, mate, I should just kill myself right now.
Nah, you're fine. Dude.
Freaking Samuel over here with a green screen looking like the pro that he is.
I mean, listen, I try my best. I'm going to tweet out this link on my account so that people can see this stuff.
Yay.
As well. Yeah.
Is it the-
You advertise
okay,
it everywhere at once. You could change the green screen to New York. You could change it to Egypt. I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I could do that
I'm kinda
here.
jealous.
I can't do it on Google Hangouts, but this thing is great. It's the Elgato green screen. It's badass.
I got the
That's
same thing.
I was gonna say, Joey, did you get the same one where you like just pull it up pretty much, or you pull it down or something?
Yeah, it's just that my room is small, so it's like I need to use it once and then put it back. I can't
my room is. I think it's probably about maybe 8 by 10. I live in. Like it's literally my childhood bedroom that I do all this shit out of.
Mm-hmm.
My room's too big, actually, opposing your guys' beliefs. This is just my little corner, then I literally have no way to get out of this, so I have to like squeeze under my desk like this just to get out.
Get out! Gotta love that movie.
Is there an official Nuke the Fridge Twitter?
There is at NTF Games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I'm out,
actually
baby.
log into that. It's, no, don't tell me to do smart lock. I don't give a shit. I was about to say
all I had to do was, I guess, when I signed in for the Google Hangouts, it was putting me as NTF Games, so I had to like log out of that because I was still on there for Gmail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was solo because it was you.
It was literally just me, so it was like Garth from like Wayne's World when he's just the one person on the screen.
Amazing.
That's great.
Apparently Twitch is having a live stream of SNL. Is it having a live stream marathon of SNL episodes?
Yeah, they have Twitch Presents, so they'll do like, I think that's where the original Bob Ross thing came from, but then they set up a separate channel for that. But it's like Twitch Presents has done anime before, now they're doing SNL. It's weird, but I like it.
Mm-hmm. It's weird, but I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not the first time I've said that in my life.
Oh, so funny. Okay, I'm posting on that. No, don't do the sign in. Oh my god, I posted the wrong link on Twitter. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna just
I got the right one.
delete that tweet.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'm just gonna steal yours.
No, that's fine.
Okay, good. Steal the link to my own live stream.
I must admit that the fact that if you stream on any other platform, YouTube can be kind of a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes a minute to get used to it, especially if you're on like another program where you're into the browser kind of integrated stuff. But it's really cool when you get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
How would I share this?
Probably just click. I have a link in my tweet if that works, but you can just
steal his link.
Stealing my content? Is this what it's come down to?
How dare you?
Come hang out with us as we talk about games.
Ooh, I'm super excited about this week, actually. I just thought about it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I'm switching over to a headset. One sec.
Okay, cool.
I get to destroy Joey's opinion on Retro and Star Fox this week.
I don't want to talk about the rumors. Yeah, I want to talk about them next episode when we talk about Nintendo.
Yeah, see, that's the one where I do not need to be a guest on that because I am kind of out of the loop when it comes to Nintendo stuff.
Basically, the rumors say, and they're being spread around a lot, so they obviously have some truth to them. That
Retro Studios, the team that makes the greatest B series of video games.
B series? You fucking twat. You want to die, boy?
Oh boy.
Ah, boy.
I wanted to say it the entire time.
They're working on a Star Fox racing game, apparently. I've waited 4 years for their next game, and they're wasting their potential on a racing game?
Wait, I heard about that. Is that confirmed, or is that still like a rumor?
It's still a rumor, technically.
Still a rumor, but there's so much traction on it that something's got to be real.
It's Mario Rabbids levels of rumor. Like, everyone...
so it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But now, for the record, comparing it to Mario Rabbids, people were like, "Oh my god, this is happening." And then it was received, and everybody was like, "This is fine."
Yeah, Mario Rabbids actually works.
Yeah, well, I want a bad game.
But this is like Nintendo's wasting Retro's potential right now.
Well, of course,
this racing game is just a racing game.
Which
Nintendo wastes a lot of popular companies, but it works for them. That's all that matters.
You're still salty about Mario Tennis Aces, aren't you?
Yes. I'm fine with
Mm-hmm.
Mario Tennis Aces. I just want the company to make a new RPG.
Yep.
All right, and just so you guys know, we are still going to be recording on Audacity as well. We're just
counting down
Google Hangouts for live purposes. And besides, if I just take the Google Hangouts sound, it's not going to sound pretty in the podcast. So we're just going to record.
My camera's not showing it.
What happened? Oh, I heard Skype shut down, and I thought everything shut down. I was like, no!
But no, your camera's not showing.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't wind up working, it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah.
Okay, only because I tried using my new laptop and it's updating. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. We all went through the Windows update thing just recently. I had to go through that shit, Alan, that you went through with the 3 hours of updates.
Oof, that was a pain in the ass.
That big of an update?
It pretty much, I don't even know what they did to it. I feel like they were just restructuring some of the UI and shit, and they didn't even change anything really. I've just noticed that the bottom taskbar is a little less or a little more transparent. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
3 gigs for that shit.
My monitor's having this weird thing where the contrast just slowly gets worse over time, and I'm just like, I have to go into the Radeon settings and fix it every time, and it's really annoying.
I see. Now, the thing is, you're messing with AMD parts. That's what your issue is.
Go fuck yourself.
That's what your issue is. I see what it is. Okay, yeah.
Listen, boy, I think it's because this monitor is older than my graphics card. Is probably why.
Give me a quick sec.
Okay.
Are we talking about PlayStation this week, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm gonna hashtag Fortnite this bitch on Twitter.
Fortnite? What?
Hashtag Fortnite this bitch.
Fortnite/fork knife.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When you're trying to impress those guys by playing a game of fork knife, yeah.
I got Thanos twice the entire 2 weeks it was on.
I got Thanos once, and I stopped everybody shitting with it. It was amazing.
I got a lot of footage of me trying to get Thanos for an entire 2 weeks, 3 hours a day, every day for 2 weeks. I finally got him once. I got smacked 30 seconds into it.
Yeah, that new competitive thing is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of pumped for it too. I'm not going to lie.
I just want to know if there's any way to read the comments.
Yeah, I've got one dude in here that came over from my stuff.
All right. Who wants to be the chat moderator?
I mean, I can do it if no one else does.
What are the 4 games that they're talking about this E3? I'm trying to hashtag those right now.
Yeah, I think it's
Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Death Stranding, Spider-Man, and fucking
Days Gone.
No, I don't think it's Days Gone.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
that's gonna be a really neat game,
bruh.
I don't know. I was kind of on the low end of that. I was like, you know what, this just looks like For Honor shit. I'm not really digging it, the feudalism shit. But honestly, looking at it now,
no gameplay.
I'm excited to hear more about it, honestly, because I want to give more games a chance. That's my resolution: is stop being a twat.
Do you know who made this game, Alan?
No, I don't.
The creators of Sucker Punch. The creators of Sucker Punch.
That's right, Sucker Punch Studios. That's right.
Yes, I was about to say the creators of Sucker Punch, the Zack Snyder movie that was so good.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
that was garbage.
You want to call it that?
Oh my god. We all know his best movie was Batman v Superman.
Yeah, everybody loved that one.
Bats versus Soup.
Right. Bats versus Soups.
My favorite animal/food movie.
Yes.
But no, without a doubt, I would love for this to be a hidden spiritual successor to Sly Cooper. That's what I really want. Yes, that's what I really want. Low key.
That's not happening.
Just comes out on
Facebook. We're getting a lot of followers.
Yes, we are, because we're doing that. We're doing that contest.
There you go. Wait, what contest is this?
Oh, we're giving away Black Ops swag.
Oh, yeah, I saw that swag. I was thinking about entering, and then I was like, I'm not a large. I'm more of a small kind of individual, so I'll let somebody else get that.
You still got more goodies to give away, so you're good.
We got a tote bag. We got We got other stuff. We got a keychain.
If you want to get the women in college, you get that Black Ops 4 tote bag. That's what you do. That's what you do. I see what you guys do. All right.
You could
do one more thing.
Spot those nerds in high school that would just wear straight up Call of Duty shirts. And
yeah,
I had one because it was a gift from my uncle.
That's what it always is. It's either like a mother gift or like an uncle gift where it's like, you like video games. I've heard of Call of Duty. I'll buy you this at Walmart. So I had like 3 of those shirts.
You know what the worst thing is when they buy
better?
you Axe. Yeah, you sound better.
Okay.
It's the worst thing when they buy you Axe body spray and Axe. Like I think I've gotten like 3 different packages of Axe products. And I'm just like, why did you do this to me? As long as you don't spray it in front of other people.
Every Christmas, I get the weird flavors of Axe where it's like dark chocolate. And I'm like, what? Do I want to smell like fucking dark chocolate Axe?
Completely fair. Okay, completely fair, though. The peppermint one was the greatest flavor of any or scent of anything that I ever got.
So you were using it more as like a mouth spray. You just flavor. Yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. You're
like, seriously, the peppermint one was the trippiest shit. Like you'd put it in your hair, and then it felt like your hair was coming out.
Oh, I remember that shit. Yes,
that one was a good one, and
that felt great. Yeah, I
went on a hunt for that. They don't make them anymore. You can't find them, and I'm kind of disappointed in Axe.
Like kill people's hair or something. I don't know. It was like icy hot for your head.
Icy hot for your head. All right, let's get this shit started because I have to step back out in like an hour and a half.
So let me make sure that my audio is recording this time. Great. I'm ready to go.
Let me get my Audacity started. 1 second.
Oh my god, my vibrator's going off. How embarrassing. Okay.
At some point, I will probably jump off only to switch over to my main laptop, so that way I can actually have video.
Well, here's the thing. Is it going to fuck up the recording?
That is a good question.
True. Actually, it will.
So don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay. For this episode, I won't.
Okay, so the topics are, and for those 4 viewers here, spoiler alert, big time. We're going to talk about Blops 4, if the embargo is lifted, which I'm guessing it is because there's already footage out there. Is that right, Chris?
The embargo was same day.
Yeah, no, the event was live. I watched it.
No, I meant like gameplay, hands-on, all that shit.
Oh.
Because he was cool enough to go to the event. We weren't.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for Alan or these guys to get the video up.
Yeah, it life happens.
Oh, I'll make the thumbnail. That's right.
Excuse me. All right, let's get this started. All right, and
let me hold on. Let me put my phone on silent.
Okay, so we're just talking about Black Ops 4, and then we're going to go straight towards Sony predictions. We're not going to cover the Retro Studios rumors until next episode, where we talk about our Nintendo predictions.
Yeah, Joey gets to live another day.
Yes.
I don't want to be here for that massacre.
Game's a good idea.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
All right, cool.
And here background sound, hold on. The background, too much noise or no noise?
You're good.
Sounds fine.
I hear nothing.
Okay, cool. I just have the fan on because it's kind of warm.
Yeah, and it's pretty warm over here too.
Fooled me.
Okay, all cool. Right. And in 3, 2, 1, record. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 68 of the Game and Talk podcast. We're halfway there. Ooh, we're halfway.
Halfway to what?
Halfway. This episode 69, boy.
I feel like you're more than halfway to episode 69 for the right. Okay, all right.
No, sucks.
I'm gonna let you have you have No, you go for it.
We're 168th there.
Thank you. Yes. Are we though? I'm trying to think. Are we 67th to 68th? Over 68th there. No, that
I don't know. You're the host.
Listen, you're
the one that writes the checks, man.
I don't write any checks. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, guys. Welcome to this special live episode of Game and Talk.
We're getting paid? What?
Right? Yeah, we are. We're getting paid a mere, how many viewers do we have? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents. That is going to be 6 cents out of my paycheck.
That's 6 more than I thought I was going to be paid. I think you guys are overcharging me here. I'm going to have to negotiate.
So more like negotiate because it's you're getting paid less.
I want 3 whole cents. If I can't get negotiated that much, I'm gonna go to where they want me. I'm gonna go to another studio that will need me.
Nobody
Probably
wants you.
THQ
We don't
Nordic.
even want you. We're just
Welcome,
trying-
everybody. I'm your
Oh.
host, Joey Ferris, and joining me as always is James Allen Plummer.
Don't put the full name. They're gonna find me now.
His social security number is 3 for no.
It's 3? Damn, how old are you?
333333333.
There you go.
You guys remember those
Love that
ads where the
something.
guy like would like preserve, like he'd show off his social security number around like this, like the city. He'd be like, "This is
I
my real
remember
social,"
those.
and he'd drive around. That fool must have got doxxed so many times.
Fucking right. What a dumbass. Oh my god. But he was trying to make a statement. And we're joined with Cristel Castillo.
Yeah, sorry guys, my video is not up just because my main PC is updating, and you guys told me it's what, a 3-hour update or so, something like that.
It depends on how good your internet is. Alan's Wi-Fi is shit, so it was 3 hours. Mine was like 30 to 40 minutes.
The audio specifically for Chris sounds really cool because if nobody's really watching it, it sounds like we're all just like huddled around a computer, kind of like Kim Possible kind of looking, and like Chris Wade, he's like telling us about things, but it's really muffled computer voice.
Angels, your mission this time.
Seriously. You know, they're making a live-action Kim Possible TV show on Disney.
Yeah,
I know.
Really?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, okay, that's decent news. If you guys heard of what was it called? They announced Thundercats Roar
Oh,
today.
I
Yes.
saw that. That was
Yes.
garbage.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same animation as fucking Steven
T-Pains
Universe?
Go or something? I don't
Yes.
know. We're just all
Yes.
calling it Thundercats Go. That's all we're
Mhm.
simply doing.
Yes,
God.
and that
Just
majestic radio announcer voice that you heard in last week's episode unintentionally was Samuel Adams.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I was very. I went back and I listened to the episode where I was.
No.
I went back and I listened to my impersonations, and I must admit that you did fairly well, but I don't have a Southern accent. What do you? I mean, there's a little bit of one, but I digress.
My girlfriend's Southern, so like I've been having to get used to the Southern accent. So
Yeah,
I do an
yeah.
impression of hers once in a while, and they're like, "Wow, that's very dead on." So I don't know. I just wanted to encapsulate the spirit of the South.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, you
The
really-
South
you really
shall
got-
rise again.
You really got that. You really got that good moon pie sun drop thing going on. I really.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad I heard from the best on that. I'll
Yeah,
continue to
absolutely.
work on the mountain for that.
Absolutely. But it's a pleasure to be back joining you all to discuss Sony's E3 predictions and other various topics.
Yes, we are going to be talking about Sony's E3 predictions, and that's a little interesting. We'll explain that later. But first, yesterday, as of recording this, and 2 weeks ago, as of you guys listening to this, I'm just kidding. But
Well, we
you know
got
how
live
late I am.
audience watching right now or listening.
Yes,
Exactly,
we do.
exactly.
Yes, we do.
In
Are they
case you
saying
didn't
anything?
hear about it, there's a lot of stuff that happened this week, and this is the part where we talk about what happened this week.
Mhm. Yes, and
Are
I'm
you
looking at.
giving them directions like
I'm reading the
read
comments
this,
right now.
read that? Yeah.
I'm reading the comments right now, and I'm seeing Siphon Filter Remaster from Ron.
Ooh.
Shout out to Ron for
Oh,
being
that is how
stoppable.
dude. If the Walmart predictions are correct, we might actually get to see it because I was telling you guys in the podcast a few episodes ago, if they advertise Siphon Filter or like what was it? Was it Siphon Splinter? Or was it Splinter Cell or Siphon
Splinter
Filter?
Cell.
Yeah.
It was
That's
Splinter
what I was
Cell. There was
talking
no
about.
Siphon Filter.
I get those two mixed up always, but man, if they advertise these
Why?
games right, some of these remakes could be amazing.
Well, here's the thing. Borderlands 3 was a part of that leak, and 2K confirmed that it's not going to be at E3. So
Well, they've said it's not going to be D3.
usually when they say things, they mean it. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably just going to focus mostly on Red Dead.
Yeah, well, no, I don't, and Red Dead 2 is not happening at E3. Rockstar never goes to E3 unless it's for like a remake or remaster or a next gen port like GTA 5 was. But
I'm glad you brought
I
up.
don't know if you've read
Glad you brought up Borderlands 3 though, because we did get Rage 2,
that was
and we got to
strange.
see gameplay from that.
But
Do you think
I'm
that?
very
But
excited.
like everyone's talking about that, it kind of has that spirit of Borderlands. Do you think it's stealing its thunder, or do you think there's any play in that where it's like you can't really have two of the same games going on, or it's going to be Lawbreakers?
Oh, no.
Overwatch
No, no, no.
No,
versus
it's not, especially with Bethesda. No.
absolutely not. That game is the only thunder that game is stealing is Mad Max's, and we're not going to get a Mad
Yeah.
Max movie for a long time.
I
So
don't. I really appreciate like the unapologetic kind of like we're just fucking insane.
exactly.
Here's this game. Here's a lot of colors, but it's also set against a very apocalyptic thing. I love
Yeah.
it. I
I mean, like,
Borderlands
I
is
can
my-
understand. I can understand like the comparison between Borderlands 3 and what's going on in Rage 2. But the fact of the matter is, like, Borderlands 3 is a looter shooter, and Rage 2 is going to be more of like an open world exploration, post apocalyptic kind of thing. So
Yeah,
Fallout-ish kind of thing.
yeah, it's going to be sort of not really. It's going to be like a Doom mixed with a Fallout. That's pretty much what you're getting with
Yes.
I
Rage
like
2.
Joey
A
said it on
boom?
Twitter. Joey said it on Twitter a little bit ago. He said, Rage 2 looks great, but Rage 1 is a fucking chore.
Yes, it is.
It
That's
is
like-
such a chore. And I was like,
I loved the setting though. Like I loved where it was. It's just the
Yeah.
gameplay is ass. But
Like I was
agree.
playing it like for the first time earlier this week because it was on sale for like $2. So
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck, why not? And first of all, the optimization of that game on PC is fucking terrible. id Tech 5 is one of the worst engines ever made. But like other than that, it's literally just you remember those Fallout 4 missions with Preston Garvey? Was that his last name?
Another settlement need your help. It
That's
just
the
rings in my
whole
head when I'm
game!
Sleeping.
yep.
That's the whole game, literally. Just,
Yeah.
oh, hey, you did this, now go do this. You did this, now go do this. Here's some pretty okay driving sections, but frankly, Mad Max, the game, did it better, which is why I'm very excited for Rage 2, because Avalanche Studios, the guys who made Mad Max, the game, are working with id Software to make Rage 2. So if Rage 2 has, like, the gameplay of Doom mixed with the car play of Mad Max...
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Just picture that.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah. The thing with the original Rage, before we jump into like actual topics, because I know that but the thing is that it came out in the same year as Skyrim, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So
did.
it was one of those things where it was like two Bethesda games, big Bethesda games, and so you were excited about everything Bethesda was bringing to the table, and then you get Rage, and it's Rage, and then you get Skyrim, and no one remembers Rage anymore. It's just gone. But that's beside the point. That's neither here nor there.
Exactly. But I'm glad they're giving it another chance because Rage definitely had some potential that was frankly lost in super boring gameplay, and John Goodman was there for some reason. So that was that. And but Rage 2, watching the trailer, it's definitely they're going more on the whole insane route. Like you see the gameplay, and it's definitely more of a Doom-like shooter because Rage had a lot of shooting, but it was very cover-based, very by the books. But this one, they're just like, nope, all that stuff. And you got crazy ass.
Doom was so good.
Yes.
Doom is amazing. I hope we still see a sequel to Doom, maybe at this year's E3, but we'll cover more of that later. Because like if id Software got Avalanche to help out with this Rage 2 game, like who's to say other people weren't working on the Doom sequel, but fuck, they can take their time.
Well, actually, the main question is how many games do you guys think Bethesda's going to announce this year?
That's a very tough one. But
I'm thinking they're probably going to do 4.
I'm betting 8.
No.
I'm betting 8.
How many mobile ports do you think or not mobile ports, but how many ports of Skyrim do you think we're gonna get? I'm guessing 4.
18.
Skyrim Toaster Edition.
And then at the end, you get Skyrim Shelter, where you just have this cave of dragons and various villagers. Yeah,
it's exactly what happens. It's gonna be great, mate. But we'll actually have our whole. We're not gonna have a dedicated Bethesda episode, but we're gonna have a dedicated third parties episode after we're done with Nintendo, and we'll talk more about that there. But I will say, Bethesda did say that this is gonna be their longest conference yet.
Oh
Did
yeah,
they now?
So keep that in mind.
I've got my pee jug ready.
I'm really hoping to hear from them eventually to getting into the conference. That'd be really nice.
I don't know if we haven't heard.
Just make sure you don't mix your pee bottle and your apple juice bottle.
You mean the Mountain Dew bottle because they're both giant fluorescent unhealthy green? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Amazing.
You may want to get that checked, sir.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Look, as long as it's nowhere near Grandma's peach tea, I think we're fine.
But apparently our talk about green drinks just made Joey thirsty. That's why he just pulled out that water bottle.
And it's all gone. See that?
Mm.
Okay, so let's do. I just for the listeners, I did the mic drop on that bottle. Okay, but before we get into our Sony predictions, Chris, you played a little game the other day, yesterday. Yeah.
Yes. I was really cool. I was invited by Activision. I know Alan really wanted to go, but we were only able to get one invite.
I was ready to just fly out over there real fast. Be like, I got the day off. I got a little bit of time, You
ain't got no money.
I would have.
Damn.
Just that moment of silence and like, damn. I was 2 days.
Oh no, he picked up Hyrule Warriors, so he had some money.
Ooh.
Did you pick up Hyrule Warriors?
Roommate picked up Hyrule Warriors. He picked up a Switch Hyrule Warriors, so I got a copy.
Nice.
I need the funky mode still.
I wanted to pick up Hyrule Warriors.
I need the Funky Kong. I still need to play that game. I really need that game, but I'm not paying full $65.
I'm picking up my copy of Hyrule tomorrow.
Hey,
But anyway,
remember, guys, we got to stay on topic this time. I don't want to talk about loot boxes for another half hour like last episode.
no promises. I'm just joking. Because hey, we never know who you don't know. We'll probably get loot boxes in Call of Duty.
Which is
Oh no, that's
definite
a for sure.
I was getting ready to say, is that even a question?
But anyway, so yesterday was the reveal event, and if anybody watched, the first hour was dedicated to them showcasing everything. You know, we got the battle royale mode we all knew was coming.
Blackout. is what it's
Blackout.
called.
It looks pretty cool actually, because it what you get the vehicles, you get all the stuff from the Call of Duty series. You're gonna get a quite interesting game. From
Yeah,
The trailer did a really good job of showing the scope of the map. Really, it shows it like if you haven't watched the trailer yet, for anybody listening, that trailer starts with like you in the room, and then it zooms out from the room to the whole floor, and then from the whole floor to the whole building, and then from like a hill like miles away, showing the building. And I'm just like, wow, this is just like GTA basically.
It's a huge ass map.
Man,
So they didn't confirm. Did they confirm how many people were going to be in one map yet?
No, they
not
haven't.
yet.
They didn't say that. They just said that you're gonna have everybody from the zombie maps, previous maps, all that stuff. You're just getting so many
you
characters.
get to play
from
as
Call
the
of Duty series.
Masons. You get to play as Ed Harris because he was in Black Ops 1, but then he was recast with Michael Keaton in Black Ops 2.
You know, is there a chance
I am not
gonna be there?
making this up. I am not making this up. I shit you not. They didn't bring back Ed Harris in Black Ops 1, and they replaced him with Michael Keaton in Black Ops 2. And I'm just like, what?
Yo,
Why
that
did
means
you
there's a chance. There's a chance that they'd add Richtofen from the original Zombies. Then
played by
he was-
Melvin North.
he was like my favorite character, dude. That was like legit. Like that was the height of me. That was the greatest character they've come up with in Call of Duty, right next
Yeah,
to
this-
Kevin Spacey.
What this game Black Ops 4 looks like is a best of Black Ops. game.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Everything people
Just-
liked about it.
Yeah.
No, we know we're not getting a campaign, but we are getting 3 zombie maps like day one.
Mhm.
I like
And
how
there
there's
will
separate
be,
stories.
and they
Yeah.
said there's going to be narrative woven in each of the modes, which I guess is interesting. I don't know how to feel about that.
I
But
kind
it's
of like
also-
it. I kind of like it because one's ancient Rome kind of setting, set upon like an order that follows like all these crazy ass shit. Then the second one is stuck on a boat, which everybody's fear of zombies on a boat when you're stuck on the high seas.
I'm
I
on a
think-
boat.
And then the third one is a return to a fan favorite map, which
Yes.
it's just gonna be
Yes.
kind of cool. But we didn't get to play any of that. The only thing we actually got to play was multiplayer maps,
Absolutely.
which
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised. I was kind of hoping they'd do battle royale there, but I guess it's still in development.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Battle Royale, that's a huge undertaking, even for a AAA studio making a Call of Duty game, because Call of Duty is known for its crisp and smooth 60 FPS, and the more players you add in such a big map like that, like, how are you
Yeah.
going to keep that up?
Gonna look like
Seriously.
PUBG, right?
Yeah. Like,
Well,
seriously,
on the
like,
Xbox. When
Oh,
it came
God.
out.
Oh, it still hurts to play.
oh, God. I remember playing that game on an Xbox One X. You guys were there, Alan and Chris, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
it was running at like 25 FPS, and I'm just like, this is.
I was going to
garbage.
say, is there a difference on the way that it runs on the X? Because on the S, it's like literally 12 frames a second.
Well, it's double that frame rate.
Ooh, getting up towards that cinematic experience.
1.5
yes.
to 2, somewhere around there. It
That
was still
24
hilarious.
frames per second. Yeah.
Yeah. So bad, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that Blackout, the battle royale mode is gonna turn out, like playing as all those different Black Ops characters over time. But yeah, but I love all those memes I'm seeing where it's just like, oh man, Blackout, the Fortnite killer, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, how much gameplay did you see of Blackout? What's that? None. Okay, so zip it.
There was some discussion about that. I was going to say a couple things. First off, whenever Alan was talking about how it went from from like the room to the building to the giant landscape, the cool thing about that is that it was definitive scenes from previous Black Ops games. So it was like major single player campaign settings. So that's kind of where your narrative is going to be coming in, because you'll have these iconic settings and probably iconic characters that are all implemented within Blackout. So that's going to be really cool. But on top of that, you also have the zombies thing. I don't know how that's going to come into play, but whenever people say that Blackout's going to kill PUBG or Fortnite, I don't think it's going to kill Fortnite, because obviously it's free to play and obviously very, able to be played by children too, the younger gamers. But PUBG could actually have some competition with this, because it's a major freaking name to have Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
You know,
To be honest, if there's anything I'd be more comfortable with is it's the feel of playing a Call of Duty game, because it's just so, like, I wouldn't say seamless, but it's just so comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like everything about it's like I feel like I could actually master it, because it's not like, oh, here's left, here's this crawling button that you don't really ever use, but you're gonna need it. Here's this button, you're gonna have to switch between these two to build between characters. I'm a scrub. I'm really fucking terrible at this. So when I feel like I'm good at something, I'll go into it. Call of Duty makes me feel good about shooting sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
but here's
change
something
the context in that.
Yeah, shut up, Alan. But here's something really interesting, and you have to think about this from a different point. Obviously, Activision can do one thing that neither Fortnite or PUBG can do, and that is esports.
Yes.
Imagine how big they can do a major blackout tournament.
Yeah.
Only person to survive can get 20 grand or something, and it'll still draw in so many views and everything.
Yeah.
Something that could completely be a PUBG killer, but it's still, like you said, not a Fortnite. Because look how much Fortnite is making right now just from digital sales.
Yeah. I mean, even just the mobile port alone of Fortnite is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it is. And I just want to give a shout out to this comment. Insta Dynamite says, I died just to play as Kevin Spacey in Blackout. I don't know about you, but he's been replaced by Christopher Plummer. So just saying.
My uncle.
That'd be fantastic. But yeah, when it comes to like the competitive side of what Blackout might be able to bring to the table, I think that the main thing isn't necessarily the viewership or the money that can be thrown out by the guys at Activision or Treyarch, but it's the fact that Call of Duty has a really long history of doing competitive tournaments. So they know how to do it. They know how to broadcast it. They know how to promote it, and they know how to make it to where everybody gets excited about it, whether you care about it or not. It's just like everybody rallies around this Call of Duty esport because it's a simple game to understand. You can just watch it and get it. So if they are able to do that in Blackout, then that's going to be a big win for them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if whatever they do.
How'd you like the game, Chris? You played some of it, and we have a video that's up on YouTube right now. Is it up on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. I mean, unless you're a live listener, it's not up yet. But
yes, it's not up yet. But I was able to do 3 different maps. I did Hardpoint. I can remember the name of the 2 off the top of my head right now.
I'll show you a Hardpoint.
But we got to play with everything, and it was pretty fun. The sucky part for me is I went up against professional players. So it was me and like 2 French guys and a Hispanic guy that all never met each other, and against just pros, and we just got walloped.
They were speaking different languages, but they were coordinating things like masters.
Okay,
no. Those pros were perfectly fine. They were all speaking English. I had like 2 French guys that me or the Hispanic guy couldn't like understand whatsoever, so it was so bad.
Damn.
You got Jacques on one side with Chris, Donald, and David, and they're going up against Cloud9, professional 4-time team champions. Let's see if they can survive. They might give them a run for their and they're dead. Oh man, that was a great round, everybody. Should have stuck with footsies.
I'm so used to everyone else sucking at preview events. Like whenever I would play like a multiplayer game, the most recent one I can think of is like Far Cry 5's arcade mode when I went to their preview event, and I was just mowing down people left and right because it's just like I wouldn't say I was mowing down people. We were all like equally as good. It's just like you compare like game journalists who are in a preview setting to like Japanese kids at home playing Mario Kart 8 online and just slaughtering you. Like, ugh. Alan, you get slaughtered by Japanese kids, don't you?
No. That is where you're wrong. Mario Kart 8 is literally the one game I'm actually good at.
That's true. Every time I play Mario Kart 8 with this dude, he's always like, "Yes, I am undefeated. I feel really bad."
Because like I'll just be like, "Here, you guys lap me real quick," and then I still come in and I still get first place.
Hell, that's the point when you sign up for tournaments and you harness that power, dude.
I've won 1 tournament so far. I need to do more, but there's not really much in the area. The market for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe isn't really there right now.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry.
Maybe.
My time will shine where someone, like, I'll be at a party and then they'll just hear on the auditions, I hope someone's good at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then I bust out the fucking shirt, just says, I am.
Just reach down your pants, pull out 2 Joy-Cons, like, let's go, baby. Let's go.
But But don't forget that we're also doing a giveaway for all the swag that I picked up from the event.
If you guys want to win some cool stuff, Chris got a cool shirt, some cool, what was it, a tote bag, and some cool merch exclusively from the event that we're giving away specifically on the Twitter side. If you go on twitter.com/ntfgames, we got some pretty cool stuff right now. All you got to do is really just follow the page, follow the YouTube. Yeah. It's also on the Facebook. All you got to do really is just follow us on every handle that we have. You'll have the chance to enter, and we'll be giving away things, I believe, every week?
Every week
up until E3.
Make sure you go to the Gleam page so you
go to the Gleam page. It's linked on our Twitter. Is it on the front page of our Twitter and Facebook yet?
Yes, it's pinned
to the top. Go check to the pinned tweet, guys. Seriously.
So just so you guys know, it's a shirt. It is 2 posters. So they're 2-sided posters, which is really cool. The tote bag, the pin, and one thing I actually forgot to take a picture of is a water bottle. A really nice.
Is it like is it the chalk one where you could it feels like you could put chalk on it and stuff? Because they did that with last year's game, I remember.
I believe so. I'll take a picture of it later on. I totally forgot that it's in my car. My car.
There's a chance right there, guys. And hopefully
we'll also have one more because we were supposed to do this one earlier, but we'll be giving $10 away PlayStation Network card.
Ooh, definitely with the season that is for the pleasing with E3, we're probably gonna have a lot more giveaways soon. So why not follow us on everything and be part of the contests?
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Hey, $10 on the PlayStation 4. That'll get you some stuff. I mean, there's a huge flash sale going on right now.
Oh my gosh, there's so much good games on sale right now too.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I spent all my money recently on Steam, so
understandable.
All right, cool. So without further ado, let's get right into our Sony E3 predictions for the year 2018. But
I want to ask you,
were you confused about the year?
I do want to ask you guys a quick question, though, and I'm kind of sad Kyle's not here because I know he would have liked this. I know Alan will probably know about it. I don't know about you, Joey. Well, you care about it, but did you guys see the Kingdom Hearts 3 news?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why is it that every time I go to a different topic, you always interrupt me with something completely different? Stop.
Because we're still doing
that.
It's a sabotage.
And it's going to be part of my predictions anway, so screw you.
It's a mirage. I'm telling y'all, it's sabotage.
Please, Dad, stop.
Okay, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 previews are happening.
Wreck-It Ralph!
Wreck-It Ralph, boy.
Keyblades that transform into different weapons, which we kind of knew, but we actually got to see more. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome.
PlayStation also put on their blog, on the PlayStation blog, they said, yes, we got to finally play Kingdom Hearts 3, which comes with some exclusive screenshots, so that's really fun to check out. It's just getting closer and closer, and I'm not gonna have to worry about being 40 years old and seeing Kingdom Hearts 3. It's actually happening within my lifetime.
Well, crazy, right? We know it's coming out this year.
Yes.
In Japan, at least. We don't know if it's gonna come out 2018 US, which
I was expecting a spring release, if anything.
It'll be a spring release.
I'm expecting winter. Like everything has been recently November, January for like Kingdom Hearts.
If they're
letting the last ones,
if they're letting people play this game right now, then it's got to be close to being out. I feel like
I'm probably gonna stick with like October, November. That's gonna be my prediction on that game. And they will announce the date at E3.
Guys, there's so much stuff rumored to come out.
I feel like they say that every year.
No, but this is a case that it's like I'm looking at it like out of the financial point of view. My wallet's like holding the suicide sword, just like, okay, buddy, when are we gonna do it?
Time to sell blood.
Yeah. She's like, blood's on your hands, bruh. Get that smash, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But do you think we're going to see that at Sony's conference, or are they going to save that for Square Enix's own conference?
That's going to be Square Enix's conference.
Absolutely.
We will get a video at the Sony and We'll get a video at Microsoft press conference. We will probably see what's it called? Damn it! My brain just popped out.
As it usually does.
Yeah, my brain just I brain farted on who the current director on Kingdom Hearts is. Tetsuya Nomura. We'll probably see Nomura at the PlayStation, but the official date will be on the Square Enix.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Probably showing off like either a character or location or some sort of feature at each conference, but then it kind of just advertised, hey, go look at the Square Enix one.
Maybe we'll get a
That's what we
release date for Final Fantasy VII Remake for next month.
I've come up
2023.
with the belief that we were going to see 2023, and it's sad to think about it because I was talking to my cousin today. I'm like,
Well,
I'm gonna be
2023 was actually a joke.
Oh, okay.
They said it jokingly as because of all the issues it had, but we probably won't see 2023 because if you've actually read most of this stuff, he was kind of like joking towards it.
Because I was going to say,
Man.
I'm going to be 28 when this thing comes out.
I'm still calling 2020, but
2020 might
still-
be.
2027.
yeah, somewhere in
I
there.
want to line it up with Final Fantasy VII. It makes sense, guys.
Perfect
Come on.
sense.
Like, Half-Life 3, 2023. No. 3033. There we go.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool. So let's get into this topic of they're already announced. Sony is a weird deal. They're having a predictions episode for this right now because they've officially confirmed that they're going to focus on 4 games. Now they said focus on doesn't mean it's only going to be those 4 games. Like I don't know what even Sony is talking about when it's coming to this.
Well, I mean, we're going to have 4 games. What's else there to know?
Is it going to be a conference?
Oh, that's true.
Usual?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be a conference because there's such like I would say to oppose myself. Nintendo got out of the conference game, but at the same time, I feel like PlayStation's got a lot bigger of a presence that they can't really afford to just bail from the conference game.
Yeah, PSX's quote unquote conference last year was so boring.
Their huge ass stage, and it was just the 4 of them on the little couch in the middle of it.
I was gonna do like a co-stream of that where I was gonna be on Twitch and like watching other people, and I started watching it like before I went live, and I was like, you know what, guys, not feeling well. I think I'm gonna call this one off because I'm not gonna sit there and watch people have like coffee on a couch. Like I want gameplay, guys. I don't care about what you have to say. Sorry, like I want to see the games on a conference.
Yeah, it's like they said that was going to happen, but at the same time, it's just like I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
Yeah, like there was nothing there.
Like Sony, where were you? Like what happened to the E3 2013 Sony I know and love? The one that just went.
We're not going to that point right now. We're going to compare them to 2013. They were going through some changes, Joseph. Let's just leave it at that. They are the mature adults only showing us 4 games, and we have to accept that. I only want to see.
But oh man, I don't want it to be just 4 games. I want surprises.
They probably gonna be doing that throughout the entire week. That's what my only assumption. I mean, Nintendo does that with the Treehouse events.
Sometimes, but Nintendo doesn't drop bombshells during Treehouses, with the exception of
Metroid 2 remake last year.
That was one. It was just one. I'm sorry.
That was a big one though. That was a big
big boy. I remember you were just coming down, like you had to pick Conrad up from the ground because he fainted, and then you had to get up. And then he's like pointing, like he's seeing like War of the Worlds aliens, and it's like, oh look, it's happening again, and then it's Metroid 2.
And then he faints again, and then he just dies. But whatever.
He's just and like falls into your arms.
And I'm like, Conrad. No, and then I recite to him the freaking Samwise monologue from Lord of the Rings, but whatever.
Tomorrow.
But for reference, we're gonna pretend like Sony's not going to show off just these 4 games for the predictions episode. We're going to pretend like there's still room for surprises, all that good stuff, and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the 4 games that they are showing off, though, starting with The Last of Us Part 2, a big one.
Last time we saw that was the trailer with Ellie helping that one lady stuck on the rope, wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't Ellie. It was some random lady, huh?
They were all random people in that trailer. It was nobody we know.
Interesting. That's weird that was the last thing that they left us on.
It was a very weird trailer because it's like it was just all violence and nothing really like
progressing the story really. It was just kind of like, here's this side thing happening while everyone else is happening. Unless these characters are going to be more prominent in the series.
It was very torture porny. So
it was, yes.
Exactly. But
it's got a little kinks in there, huh?
But I did like the visual style that trailer gave off. It was very, very dark, very gritty. Like I always felt like Naughty Dog games, like though they do have really great art styles that are somewhat realistic, I do see the characters as somewhat cartoony looking in a sense. I don't know how to
They got that Disney 3D animation. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one was just like pure raw. This could be an episode of The Walking Dead. You don't even know it, like sort of.
This would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But The Last of Us Part 2, I know, like if they're going to talk about this, probably going to show gameplay. And I'm hoping for a 2019 release, maybe. If it's a 2020, fine. I'm not like I'll wait for The Last of Us Part 2 if I have to.
I feel like it's going to be a 2019 release, to be honest.
Yeah,
it'll work.
Winter 2019, it's going to sell. It's going to sell winter 2019, I feel, and it's going to be the big seller for the holiday for Nintendo or for PlayStation.
Maybe not winter. I see this as a probably April, May.
Spring is a good point, yeah.
Because Uncharted 4 came out in the spring, Last of Us Part 1 came out in the spring, so I wouldn't surprise me, but there's always room for change.
I feel like the only people that really do the holiday sale kind of thing is usually the typical Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed games, and then Nintendo thinking about their advertising. PlayStation just kind of drops their big games willy-nilly, like Resident Evil and what was the other one?
God of War.
Yeah, God of War. They all came out from January to like March.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, February.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad to help. Resident Evil was
so
exclusive.
You have some point there, my friend. You have some point.
Yeah, I got all kinds of points. Pew 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 pew. But the other game
translate well on the podcast.
But the other game is a Death Stranding.
Yes.
Huge one.
Woo!
Mr. Kojima.
Mr. Kojima.
He is literally dropping pictures of himself working on the trailer for it right now. Like he just posted it like an hour ago. He's posting him working on the score of the trailer, and I'm just
I
like,
thought he was watching anime.
Get off of that. 02 doesn't belong with. I'm kidding. I love 02 and Hero. If anybody's
I'm a Ichigo fan. Sorry.
Boo!
I'm gonna get killed right now.
Podcast. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get killed right now for that one.
Get crucified, Chris. That's terrible. You have terrible opinions on terrible anime characters. Ichigo is not good enough for Hero.
I have the other.
I don't know what they're talking about. Samuel, do you know what they're talking about?
I have absolutely no idea. You know why? Because I have a life. No, I'm just messing.
Yeah. I'll give you a little, just quick insight, just for lulz. So an anime. What was the anime called again? I forgot.
Darling in the
Franxx.
Chris,
no, but here's the funny thing. They hate a certain character so much that the creators, the voice actor, and everybody was getting death threats.
Damn.
Because of
for
an
anime character.
Jokingly so, in a lot of groups, the show is called Darling in the Cucks. More than anything, because it's the weirdest love triangle kind of show. So it's like one character loves the other, but they're currently in a relationship with another person, but that person really loves that person, but they also it's a fucking clusterfuck. It is like, why do you keep up with this? You need like a Pepe Silvio wall just to keep up with it. It's nuts.
Oh my god.
I stopped the anime after episode 4 because I just didn't care, but it just reading all that stuff made me laugh.
When it picked up, that's when I started watching again, because I'm drama bitch. Like if I hear a second of drama, like a pin on the ground, I'm like, ooh, where?
Okay, back to Mr. Kojima.
Yeah, remember when I said we can't go off topic like we always fucking do?
We're always gonna do it,
guys. Whatever. Death Stranding is a thing. It was announced 2 years ago, E3 2016.
God, really? Oh my lord!
I felt like it was like years before that.
Sony is notorious for, same with Xbox. Pretty much every company at some point's been notorious for just announcing shit too soon, just to build hype.
No, I mean the biggest thing about the announcement was letting people know that Kojima was working with him.
Exactly. Yeah. He came out to freaking Mad Max music. It was great.
Yeah. Kojima.
So I mean, that was perfect because everybody was wondering what's happening to Kojima after the whole Konami thing.
Yeah, they rode that wave of hype up to the very top because, I mean, if you didn't say so, like that was whenever you could really make an impactful thing early on. And so everybody's been talking about Death Stranding to some degree for the past 2 years now. So
for anybody not knowing the history of everything, Kojima, or Hideo Kojima, is the creator of Metal Gear Solid. He developed all those games. He put his heart and soul into it. Konami said, fuck you, bruh, fired him real fast. And since then, he's kind of just been working with PlayStation, working on his own studio, Kojima Productions, and
his own little fetish game with Norman Reedus pregnant Norman Reedus fetish game. That's what it is.
And pumping out the strangest merch for Kojima Productions. Like a whole bunch of miscellaneous, like a big ass statue, some T-shirts, some coffee mugs, like a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, you haven't made anything yet. Like, why do I want your merch? I want your game.
What was that episode?
People still buy that shit.
What was you guys watch Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
Of course.
This is Entertainment 720. Like straight to God, swear to God. Like they're like, why are you selling merch? You don't have a product yet. And he's like, but we do. It's the merch.
But
Exactly.
you know what would be absolutely crazy? If Death Stranding was really PT. Dun-dun-dun.
That would
That's
just
one
be,
chapter in the game.
that would just be bullshit. But yeah,
And it turns out they've just been in conjunction with Konami this entire
No.
time.
He since PT died, he just goes, you know what? I'm making my own PT.
It's called TP.
it's just a bunch of toilet paper, and yeah,
Plot twist.
We're gonna throw it on the CEO of Konami's house.
The fetus in the sink is the one from the trailer. That's what it is. Yeah, at the end of PT.
But yeah, man, Death Stranding. We don't know at all what this game even fucking like looks like as a game. We know what it looks like as like graphics and stuff. It's running on the same engine that Horizon Zero Dawn ran on. We know fuck all about the story. We know like you could probably infer things from the
people have definitely done that. They've noticed that, like in the first trailer that they show with Norman Reedus and the baby, and the Guillermo del Toro scene with him holding the baby shows up the same time. That if you sync up both the trailers at the same time, Norman Reedus hold the baby disappears, and then randomly shows up inside the jar in Guillermo del Toro's trailer, like the same time. Like it syncs up. It's weird. And I like all these like people investigating these trailers, and I feel like people are coming up with some stuff. But the thing is, it's been almost 3 years, so they definitely have to show us some stuff, and I'm glad they are. You know, Kojima's currently in production of like some cool stuff, and I hope it's gameplay.
Kojima's in production?
Kojima production. I should have worn the shirt. Darn it.
I forgot you had a shirt. Lucky.
No, you bought one. You were one of the ones that bought one.
Yeah, all right. An hour and a half last E3 just to get this shirt. Okay?
I can't blame you.
It was so worth it. If they have the jackets on sale this year, or if they have any other merch this year, I'm definitely having to buy that like day one.
It's crazy though, because Kojima is just working his ass off on this. He's going to different studios, he's working with different people, but he just isn't stopping. And you know, he's saying we might see this game in like what, 2 years? Maybe
yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd say
2020
is definitely going to be the you know, the average where I'd see it.
Most likely, yeah.
We're saving the best game for the fourth topic. Just so you know, Joey.
What's the best game?
Spidey, man.
Of course, I figured as much. Spider-Man's gonna be Spider-Man. We already know that's gonna be the first game talked about at the conference because it's coming out in like 3 months at that point. Yeah, but anyway, what's next? Ghost of Tsushima, another game we know jack shit about. We know the plot though. It is based on a real life event of the Mongols. Basically, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I'm not a good history person at all. But the Mongols invading the island of Tsushima, and those assholes fucking. Or is it the Huns? I don't remember. It's one of those guys. I believe it was the Mongols. I could be wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. I don't care. But and basically you're gonna play
Change my mind.
Change my mind.
You need
Their
that
culture is not your goddamn video game.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me, Alan.
Sorry,
not in the mood.
You wanted to meme it up. I memed it up.
Okay, but all we know is it's a stealth open world game, and it's. I love how at the trailer they debuted this at the Paris Games Week. They ended it with the studio who made it, as if that was the big surprise reveal that it was Sucker Punch, the creators of Infamous and Sly Cooper. Yeah, and probably more other games, but yeah, like those are their big two.
It's cool that franchises. They went MIA for a while, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did. After Infamous Second Son, we didn't know what they were working on.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you look at the trailer for Ghost of Tsushima, it's like, whenever I was watching it, I think I definitively remember thinking, oh God, is it Lords of the Fallen 2? And so it's like, I'm sitting here watching this like unfold, and then it's like Sucker Punch. I'm like, oh shit, this isn't Lords of the Fallen. Now I care. So it's like, that's why they did it at the end, because if you just showed me that gameplay or that, you know, cinematic or whatever, and then you showed me like some shitty ass like weird studio, it's like, okay, I'll probably get that on clearance on a Steam sale. But now I'm interested. We're good, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of the studio name really being at the end of a lot of these, because it's like, okay, this just looks like another average game. It's probably going to play like an average. Oh, Sucker Punch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
it's been a long time since I've seen you guys. What you've been doing lately?
Yeah.
That's a name I have not heard in a very long time.
Yeah, because Second Son came out in Infamous Second Son came out in 2014, early 2014. So it's been a long time
as well, though, too.
First Light, it was a standalone DLC kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
They
available on
definitely
PS
worked on
Plus
that
for
for
a
a
time.
bit.
Yeah, and man, Infamous Second Son wasn't that great, but I'm willing to forgive him with Ghost
Really,
of
I
Tsushima.
loved it. I love Second Son.
Man, I thought, I was like,
Oh, I
okay,
enjoyed it.
this world is boring, it's small, fucking this guy is an asshole I'm playing as. The moral choices make no goddamn sense whatsoever. Like, one minute you can just decide, oh hey, this chick I'm helping out, I'm just gonna kill her father. Like, fuck you. Just like that doesn't like you
I get where you're coming from, but you have to give me the fact that the lighting in the game is gorgeous.
Now the lighting was worth the 60
Okay,
bucks.
there we go. All right, that's what I was wanting. I mean, they had a full freaking DLC that was dedicated to literally First Light. It was the neon power. Like, it was just like, this is pretty lighting. Here's a whole DLC full of it. So, but yeah.
But yeah, I heard the DLC has been in the game. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe we'll see a release of that game this year. Who knows? Because they've clearly been working on this game for a long time now. But at the same time, it's Sony. They usually never announce games like the year they're going to come out. So I'm betting it's probably going to be like a next year game or something.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. When was the last time Sony announced a game that was coming out the year? Was it Knack?
Knack came out like 3 months after announcement. Like, wow.
Well, it was announced in February, and then it
Knack
launched.
2, my bad. I'm talking about Knack 2.
Oh,
yeah. I was thinking about Knack 2, yeah.
Yeah,
wait,
Knack
no,
2
it wasn't.
came out.
No, it wasn't. Knack 2 was announced at PSX 2015, and then it came out August later on. So
was it really?
Why do I know this? Why do I know this, guys?
Knack 2, the second coming of Christ. Knack 2. I'm pretty sure it was announced at E3, and then like 2 months later, it was just like...
It was announced at PSX 2015.
That's interesting.
No, 2016. But yeah, that's a thing. Hold on 1 second. Your computer's running low on storage. Okay. No. Okay.
Just go ahead and start formatting your drive. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't forget to
all that adult material, sir.
Danny,
that's how you get rid of all the storage, really.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I fell for that back in like 2010 when I was still a noob with computers. I was like, how to mod Minecraft? And then I like looked it up and it was like, first you want to remove your system 32.
Jesus.
Well, you were 15, so it's okay.
And I got rid of it. And then like this brand new computer I just got like a week before just fucking crumbled in my hands. It was like, I don't feel too good, Alan. And it just crumbled in my hands.
Not to change the subject, but can we all take the moment to acknowledge that Knack 2 was announced for almost a full year before it came out? What the fuck? Like, you don't do that with Knack. That's like a game where it's like, here it is now. You can just play it. You don't. Okay, anyways, moving on.
I'm gonna start deleting stuff from my solid state drive though, because I'm getting nervous.
So I got an opinion.
Oh no, I'm fine. I have 7 gigabytes storage.
Now I'm not too big on this game. This is another one they talked about, or they're going to be talking about. Days Gone.
Are they gonna? They didn't say that they were going to talk about it at the conference. No, they didn't.
I thought that was the main 4.
No, the main 4.
That's not main 4. Days Gone is something they're going to talk about.
Yeah, that game got delayed. I'm starting to warm up to that game a little bit.
I'm not.
Because
still not.
No, I get it, Alan. I get it. Like when I saw that game, I was like, okay, it's just a zombie game, and it's just like a lot of people were saying last year, like, ooh, this game looks like Another Last of Us or something. I'm like, no, it looks like generic.
I'm a big fan of games, like giving them chances. Like Star Fox Grand Prix, stuff like that. I'm not a Neanderthal like some of the podcast hosts here. But when you look at Days Gone, they've only been advertising, hey guys, we could put 100 zombies onto one screen and it won't crash. Just promise. But I don't think that's the one thing you should be trying to sell. Like the technical powers of every system has been advertised since the beginning. Why are you guys just advertising the technical powers of this one game?
Didn't PS3 have that like 128 person shooter?
Whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Mag.
Oh wait, y'all talking about Mag?
The game I confused last year with others.
I tuned back in. Okay, so side note,
I tuned back in.
Just as a little aside here, I have a video on my YouTube channel that I made like 3 years ago, and I said they should bring back Mag. That son of a bitch has gotten like thousands upon thousands of views. and I got people signing a petition to bring back Mag. I straight up have people signing a petition, and I still get. I wake up in the morning, I have like 5 comments, like, "How's the petition going?" It's not, but like, I mean, but anyways, yes, it's very impressive to see that Days Gone has 100 people. Apparently, that's catering to like the people that don't know about the power of the PlayStation 4. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't know what it can do, it's like, wow, 100 zombies, you know. So
yeah.
Well, right now we have. I just want to say
5 years.
We have a question from Hollywood Purgatory on the YouTube. Why is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 a good idea? I mean,
why is it a good idea?
I mean, why is it a good idea, Wes? No reason particular, but for Activision,
For the political reasons.
Because it's worth a lot of money.
It generates thousands of jobs.
yeah, I was gonna say, you know how whenever you do a job and you get paid, and you know you're going to get paid, like you
Call of Duty. They said that they advertised it in the trailer that it was going to be like this, like big, like it's never going to be the same. Like this genre is never going to be the same.
The size of Nuketown.
Did it really say that?
They fucking said the map is 1,500 times the size of Nuketown.
I thought it was 100. Was it 1,500?
It was 1,500.
Damn.
I swear to God.
Good Lord. So there's more places than one that I could camp.
Do you guys remember how small Nuketown was?
Yes.
Like, let's be...
Oh my God, you're
that's
right.
not bad, though.
1,500. Oh my God.
They said that
so
on
we're
stage.
back to this. So we're back to this whole thing where like Miyamoto's like, this is the Breath of the Wild. This is 1/20th of the size of the whole map. And then everyone just loses their minds. That's tight. I'm excited for Blackout. I just love battle royales, and I like the innovation behind them. But eventually, we're going to hit the bubble where it's going to pop.
Pretty much.
We're getting close to this. I feel like this is a contributor, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to have fun.
I mean, this is why Assassin's Creed stopped releasing a new game every year, because people stopped giving a shit about it.
We're not seeing an Assassin's Creed game this year. That's awesome.
Yes.
His other question is, what about a new Onimusha? Honestly, I would love to see new Onimusha.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Capcom has not really been too kind with their older IPs.
They haven't. I mean, they're focused on Mega Man right now, especially when they're trying to get rid of or try to get Mega Man out to television. They're not trying to. They're trying to evict his ass. His Airbnb's up for like 3 months.
Oh my God! No.
Can we talk about Spider-Man now?
Yeah, but I just want to say one thing. I just been seeing videos on those the double versus enemies. Oh my God, seeing like double Nightmare Zero versus X would be like it is insanely crazy. But now we can go to Spidey-Man, the 4th game, Alan.
Yes.
That's the real.
That game is coming out in September, and boy, oh boy, it is the Spider-Man 2 sequel I've wanted for years. Yes. Decades. Even.
We get 2 Spidey-Men.
2 Spidey-Men? What?
Because remember, it's going to have Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
Oh, that's right. No,
I'm sorry to interrupt real fast. 1,694 on your petition, Sam? Really?
I'm just saying, people want Mag, dude. People want Mag. Like, people love that shit, and I don't know why, but it was like the Battle Royale before Battle Royale. You know what I mean? It was just a big-ass team deathmatch, and people actually, like, went for it, and I don't know, man. You guys go whatever. But I mean, like, you have to remember, Zipper doesn't exist anymore. You're not getting the game. So, I mean, more power to you. If the IP still exists, people are going to buy it. But people like Mag. But anyway, Spider-Man looks fantastic.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's one of those games where it's like, you see Insomniac, you see a gorgeous Spider-Man game, and you see like so many amazing little, especially the gameplay trailer that was shown last year. It was just so good on every level that there isn't a part of me that is even expecting an iota of disappointment. Like, it just looks so good, you know?
Seriously. Watch, it's going to suck.
Oh my God. If it's
I'd be so sad if it did.
Quitting YouTube.
That would. But no, I have faith in Insomniac, and they've been working on this game for a pretty long time, like right after Sunset Overdrive when that came out in like 2014. So, like, and Insomniac knows, like, guys, we can't make a shitty Spider-Man game. Do you know how many shitty Spider-Man games there are? A lot of them.
Spider-Man 2 is a gem.
Well, yes, it is a gem. Which is what they're basing the development of this game off of. And some people think Ultimate Spider-Man's better. I haven't played it, but you know.
Ooh, that hurts.
Spider-Man 2.
You go listen to the 30-minute pizza theme, Joey. You listen to the pizza theme, the pizza delivery mission theme, and you tell me which one's better.
I don't remember what that theme sounds like.
That's when you go look.
Okay, I'll look it up right now.
I'm gonna be thoroughly disappointed if there isn't the balloon mission in the new Spider-Man game.
Yes.
Whenever you were in Spider-Man 2, it's my balloon, and then you have to like climb up this giant building and get like this balloon. I need that in my life, dude. I need that.
Okay.
Oh, Joey, just to answer your question, the pizza. Oh no.
You should mute this, Joey, before we get censored for this. Somebody's
copyright claim by Activision.
And it gets faster, and then eventually, after like 2 minutes, it just goes.
Did Grant Kirkhope compose that shit? Because it sounds like something out of Banjo Kazooie. God damn.
It's a traditional Italian anthem, Joey. Why are you hating on a culture?
Traditional Italian anthem. It's a fucking pizza shop song.
Oh my god. But yeah, let's hope they have pizza deliveries. And man, they got fucking quick time events up the ass in that game, and I don't give a shit. That's awesome in this game. Like, I don't care.
Next question is also from Hollywood Purgatory, and this is going to be PS4 related. Will we see Cyberpunk 2077? Yes.
No.
I hope so. Yeah. I think there is a chance that we will.
If PlayStation wants to bring their A game, there's their A game right there.
Think it may not be at Sony's. It'll be maybe at Xbox's. It may be at fucking Ubisoft's. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Xbox has a weird niche of games they've been showing every conference.
Well, they showed off The Witcher 3 at their conference.
No, I know what you mean. Like, they do, but those are like really, really big games. You know what I mean? Like, Witcher was a really big one that was anticipated. Cyberpunk is really good, but I don't know if it's really as known as all the other ones. Like,
after Witcher, every company is gonna want this to make this a big focus point.
Oh, okay, because Xbox usually likes showing off Forza. They like showing off Minecraft updates. They like showing off.
We probably won't get like a 20-minute presentation, but we'll probably get like a 5-minute trailer.
Yeah, it'll be a cinematic. But I was going to chime in and say that there was actually a report in early April that said that Xbox is going to reportedly be the marketing partners for Cyberpunk 2077, Battlefield 5, and a couple of other things. So if you're going to be looking for Cyberpunk, then you're going to be looking for it at the Microsoft conference. Definitely not Stadia. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so. Like, they show off The Witcher 3. It's patterns. History repeats itself.
Yeah. It's just one of those things.
Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be fucking huge if it's at E3. It could potentially beat Smash Bros. For Game of the Show, if that's the case. Not like, a lot of people keep yelling at me like, nothing needs to win E3. And I'm just like, oh, fuck off. It's fun. Like, come on. Like, there's always going to be, whether you like it or not, something that most people pay attention to. And it's not like the winner wins anything like big at all. It's just like, oh, it just so happens people paid attention to this game the most at E3.
Yeah. It generates discussion around what happened at the show. That's the only reason that I even give a shit. Where it's just like, I just like to see what other people thought was the best and compared to what I liked.
Exactly. It generates discussion. And like, all these haters just are coming out of nowhere talking about how E3 is just a shit show all of a sudden. I'm like, what?
I love it. It's a fun event.
Yeah.
And if they can't really enjoy it as much as everybody else does, it phooey on them. Unfortunately, and luckily, there's more events that are more pertaining to their.
And I thought Joey wanted to stay on topic.
What were we talking about?
I want a piece of pizza right now.
I got Vietnam flashbacks hearing that shit.
It's so good. It's so good. Like, we'll listen. Like, I'll go to the store real fast and I'll get a pizza and I'll hold it and then I'll just put it on just for the sake of it.
I'll have a pizza in my freezer. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna do it.
Let's move forward because I gotta head out pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going.
We've talked about the 4 main games, but we haven't talked about predictions yet.
Predictions. Let's do this. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's do predictions. Hold on. Let's before you do that. Let's do predictions, and then I have a list of rumored things that will be announced there. We'll do the prediction first.
Down for that.
Fine. Let's do this. So we're gonna do like we did last show with the Xbox predictions. One prediction that's most likely, like 99 or 80 to 99% likely. And then we have the 50-50 predictions, and then we have the no way in hell this is happening, but please God, please let it happen prediction, of course. So we're gonna go in order from Sam to Chris to Alan. No, hold on. I don't want to be last again because that just makes me feel big-headed. So,
I'll take the bullet. I'll be last.
Okay, Samuel, Chris, me, Alan. Okay, starting with our most likely prediction. Take it away, Mr. Adams.
So we're going
family.
like we're all saying our most likely, and then we're all saying our like the middle, and then the
Well,
lower.
we're gonna say we're gonna go in order of. Hold on.
Shouldn't it be?
He was right. He
let's
was right,
do it
Joseph.
He was
we do
right.
it-
He was right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, last time we did it less likely first, wasn't it?
No, it
No,
was most likely.
Oh,
No,
okay.
slightly first. Okay. Go.
Well, anyways, I have a notebook that I prepared.
Damn.
Ooh, I already
And-
love him as the best guest.
I believe in my heart of hearts that we're going to be seeing Blackout gameplay at the Sony press conference.
Hey.
But of course,
I
as we
believe-
said, it's going to be the 4 main games. But if we're hypothesizing here, then the reason they saved the Blackout gameplay is because Sony has the partnership with Call of Duty, and they're going to be showing it at some kind of event where it's
Mhm.
PlayStation related and really, ties it into the core ecosystem. But that is like my big thing that I expect to happen. But of course, 4 main games. But that's what I would expect to happen.
Well, that sounds about right. We usually get some kind of either timed exclusive DLC or just some exclusive DLC in general. At the
Or
same
playing
time.
it early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or PlayStation 4
to play
1 week early.
Yeah, the DLC early,
that kind of
especially
thing.
where you get like a month early access to the DLC too.
Yep.
All right, Christopher.
All right. So this one, even though Shenmue has been delayed until next year, we're going to be
I gotta break
seeing
my heart.
some gameplay of it to get people excited
in.
because it's already been a while.
Exactly. Okay.
And then it'll probably be tied in with Atlas announcing or Sega announcing when we're going to get the HD version, which I don't think we have a date yet anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay.
Joey?
My prediction is that The Last of Us. This is a boring prediction. Just FYI. The Last of Us Part 2 gets a Q2, Q3 2019 release date, and they're going to show off gameplay, of course, as they should. And Ellie is probably going to be the main playable character.
Wow, you sound like a betting man with that specific ass prediction, Joey.
Because I forgot to write down my predictions, and I'm talking out of my ass. That's why.
I mean, same here, but I got a few.
Aren't you always talking out of your ass?
Yes, you got me.
I guess it's up to me then. I'm really expecting them to talk about Catherine.
Catherine
A Catherine remake?
Full-Body.
Catherine full body. They should be because there's nothing on it yet. Atlas is usually PlayStation. So we're probably gonna get something from the PlayStation side, if anything.
I doubt that. I don't think a remake of or remaster rather, because I know it has new elements to it as well. I don't think that's something you show off at a press conference.
Yeah, I don't think.
Really.
Unfortunately, as popular it is, it's not going. It'll probably get like a 30-second trailer
Mhm.
when they show
Is
off
there,
the
hoping-
third
is there a
party.
release date for that?
I think the end of
No.
the year, from what I heard.
End of the year? I mean, I could see it seems like Catherine is more of a niche kind of thing. It might be a PSX. But
Probably.
yeah.
I hope not. That's where they announced it. And I just want the game already.
Yeah, that's one of the things. You can't drag that one out too long.
I just want the ding darn dang game, man.
Mm.
Okay, now on to our 50%, 50-50 predictions. Let's do this. Samuel Adams.
My 50-50 prediction is that we're going to see adjustments to the PlayStation Now subscription service.
Hey,
Oh, they-
that's a good one.
Because the thing is that Xbox Game Pass is killing it.
Oh, yeah.
That is a genuinely good investment if you're into the Netflix style subscription based thing. And I think that not only are they going to adjust the price to where it's more in line with something like Netflix, but they're also going to add a ton of other games, including PS2 stuff, because that kind of fills in that spot for backwards compatibility that the PlayStation 4 severely lacks. So that's
I
what
will
my
say-
50-50 is.
That's a great idea. And I remember specifically wondering where the hell Ape Escape 3 was, because Ape Escape 2 and Ape Escape 3 were both hinted at the same time. They even had paperwork saying, hey, look, PlayStation just announced these 2 games on their copyrights or something.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, Ape Escape 2 came out, but 3 is still missing. So that's a good idea. A bunch of games from PS2, just make it over
Yeah.
and then drop the price. That's a great idea.
I just really hope they also kind of improve the service because
Man, it sucks.
I
Yeah.
hate that whole you have to be connected. If anything happens, bye game.
Even if
Yeah.
anything, go try to play Sonic Generations on PlayStation Now. It is dreadful.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a good idea, but it's just such a poor execution of a good idea.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a 2013 execution still. That's the thing. They need to update it. They can't just be running off the same idea from 5 years ago. A lot of things have changed since then.
Didn't they build it to run on Vita too? like where you could play
Yeah.
PlayStation Now on Vita. So it's literally
Yeah.
using the same infrastructure that the Vita was using. Like it's time to stop. Okay.
Well, I mean, at the same time, it was also on certain smart TVs.
Oh my God.
So they really need to update that crap because Xbox
Yeah.
is just that's where I know Xbox is running circles around the competition.
A
Yes.
coworker of mine said, "Oh, hey, I bought a Blu-ray player that also plays PS3 games." I'm like, "What? You mean a
PlayStation?
PS3?" He's like, "No, like it plays PS3 games." So he looked it up for me, and I said, "Oh, this is PlayStation Now.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it."
Yeah, that's right. Even their PlayStation Now did that. Like the
Mhm.
certain equipment, their Blu-ray
Yeah.
player did that. That
The
was
second they took out Catherine from PlayStation Now was the day that PlayStation betrayed me. But I still love them to death.
Whatever.
It's a
you
toxic
sound
relationship.
like an abused ex-girlfriend, yeah, or boyfriend. You know, I don't discriminate. Sorry on that. But Chris,
my
what's your
turn.
prediction?
Yes. So it's not going to get a big focus on. It's kind of going to go into where Alan was going, but Bandai Namco is going to announce the Xenosaga trilogy.
Ooh. I dig.
You dig, you want it bad.
I mean, it's been a long time since I played the original series.
Well, I mean, they've been doing it like with what trilogies remastered. We had the Naruto, we had the Dot Hack last year. I mean,
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say usually those games are really hard to translate and all that stuff, but I'm like, okay, the translation's already done.
Yeah,
Everything's
they've
done
got
about it. Dot
upscale.
Hack was easy to make, or not easy to make, but you know what I mean. It was.
Well, I mean, with Dot
Wait.
Hack, they also added a new, well, like
Yeah.
not a full game, but they added new content to it in the form
Yeah,
of a fourth volume.
The production of it was a lot faster than I thought it would be. That's what I'm trying to say with it. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's a good idea. Xenosaga would be fun.
Okay.
Joey,
So my prediction is that we finally get the official reveal of Shadows Die Twice, which, if you don't remember, that's the game From Software teased at the Game Awards last year. And it was literally just a trailer of some mechanism and some like
But I thought that
skeleton
you
gnome.
mean the one that looks like Bloodborne 2.
Yes, but I don't think it's going to be Bloodborne 2. Like I did
Cheeky
think
bastard.
I did think that before, but because you know the name Shadows Die Twice, it's just like twice. The sequel, maybe sequel bait. But if it is Bloodborne 2, I will not be upset. But at the same time, I do feel like Shadows Die Twice is its own name, and it may just be its own new IP from Software. From Software. What a stupid fucking name. But
From Squared.
from Squared Enix, the software
Joe, you're confusing
Montreal.
me on another level right now. Like there's
Yeah.
drool coming down my mouth.
Okay, but yeah, we'll see what from. Don't know if it'll be a Souls-like game. I doubt From Software wants to keep making Souls-like games. I would love to see them branch out. So we shall see.
all right,
Okay.
Alan.
I just want me some medieval. Please show me gameplay. Dear
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
love Alan.
You
please
basic
show
Love
me.
bitch.
Alan Hayes.
Yeah.
And
That's
now we go
all I
to
want.
our far-fetched one. Sam.
Yeah.
The far-fetched one that I have two, but I'm just going to use the main one, which is what everybody would expect. There's no way in hell that we're going to see a new console at E3. Because, I mean, the PS4 Pro is killing it right now. It's kind of like the go-to. But I'll go ahead and throw out the second one, a God of War expansion.
Ooh, that'd be insane.
I know that they said there's not going to be a DLC and that it's like the complete game. You know, it is what it is. It's on the surface. You just buy the game and you play the game and it's great. But if there was a free update with some DLC, if there was even a $15 expansion where it showed like, you know, what happened. I mean, obviously this might be a whole nother game, but between the God of War that we knew and the new God of War or something like that, where there's just so much that I don't know what happened. You know, like I would love to see more DLC.
I haven't played the game yet, but has there been any explanation as to how he got to this land, like the new area? You know,
Nothing specific, but general.
that'd be a cool
Yeah.
prequel kind of series, and that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would serve as a really good DLC. Because, yeah, they don't really explain all that. Because you don't really need to know. Like, let's be honest. But, you know, it's still big for a cool story.
No.
And I said in my review, which you can read on nukethefridge.com.
There you
Oh
go.
boy, it is God.
Yes, A Boy and His God. I love that title. I was like...
That's such a good title. I'm proud of you, Joey.
Thank you.
Give me
Thank
good
you.
ones.
Just the one time. That
Job
there are-
boy.
out of the 9 realms, they give you as like they make it seem like the 9 realms you can choose are like Like you can choose them eventually, but truth be told, you can only explore 5 of those realms because they have a whole trilogy they're going to set up. Of course, you're not going to be able to explore them all.
Yeah.
But like you could think maybe they'll do DLC. It's just like no, they're not going to do DLC. I firmly believe they're going to stick to their guns and be like, hell no, this is your whole game, bitch.
I mean, God of War is already so fleshed out. I've just now finished the like the main story a couple of days ago, and it's like I put a lot of hours into just exploring the main story, and now I have to go back and do all the side quests and get the armor and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like there's just so much meat there that I don't need DLC for this. It's just
Exactly.
a beefy game.
Super beefy. Like for an action adventure game that's not open world, there's a lot of content in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, Chris, what's yours?
So this is just me hoping, and it needs to be done. We need Devil May Cry 5.
You don't think that's going to happen at all? You don't think that you think that's super far fetched? I don't think it is.
I want to believe, and I've been trying to believe, but Capcom has just been about so many great IPs I have.
I don't think they're dropping the ball. It's more of they're just kind of ignoring other balls.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody wanted DMC, and then they remastered that one too.
That's my favorite one. What are you talking about?
I want to kick him off right now. So I mean,
sorry.
I do believe I could probably say that's a 50-50 because of multiple reasons, but at the same time, I want to not believe and then be surprised.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've faced that dilemma every day of my life.
With Star Fox Racers.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be so good if it's real. Joey just doesn't know it yet.
Okay, but like, not to get sidetracked, I'm getting totally sidetracked. But the other Alan, our friend Alan Paxton from Scotland, was telling me more details about the game and how it's like more of a Star Fox game than a racing game. And I'm like, then why call it Star Fox Racing? Why call it Star Fox Grand Prix if it's not?
Okay. You want to get there real fast. Okay, let me pump down the brakes on PlayStation for a second because you have to advertise multiplayer in that. You can't just be like, oh, hey, this is just a time attack mode. It basically, from what the leaks are out, it's a time attack mode, basically.
All right. Here's my impossible Sony prediction. It was very weird because Sony's basically been giving me what I want, like, very steadily. So I don't feel...
Baby, ooh, you got what I need.
I knew one of you sons of bitches was going to do it.
Oh, baby, you!
You got what I need.
Oh, God.
What have you done? You kind of monster. But I couldn't really think of anything, but then I remembered. Lights fade. And then you see PlayStation name changes.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
But no, actually, I was about to say this whole scenario, and then I realized, oh shit, they described this on another podcast. But I forget. I think it was like the Kind of Funny one where they did like 3 different E3 predictions. They said like Sony shows a name on screen, like a PSN name that's like super embarrassing.
Yeah, this was last year, right? They were having this discussion last year about the E3 2017.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was last year's podcast. That was hilarious where they were like, you're like, Weed Slayer 420XX, and then it just like transforms into some actually good name. And it's like, I want that to happen.
So bad. But if that's not the case, Mag 2.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Get that petition rolling.
Join the petition, baby.
Imagine how insane. I want a camera on that man, Samuel Adams, at the time of this recording of the fucking conference, just in case he sees the 3 letters and the number that he wants to hear.
Oh my God. Like I would probably stand up and I'd be like, you are fucking me right now. Like, this is happening. Are you serious? It's not even the fact that I want it. It's just that like so many people have come onto my YouTube channel and just happen to find it, and they want it so bad. There's a huge crowd out here for this. They're they're missing out on this, especially with the Battle Royale thing going on right now.
It's perfect time to come back. They don't need that old studio.
Yeah.
But Alan, don't disappoint me, son. I want to hear something good out of you.
Okay, so I'm over here. I got to do some real good. I have not seen an Ape Escape remastered trilogy yet, and I'm getting frankly very upset about that.
God damn,
that'd be great.
Disappoint me
because the game is great. The first one is amazing. The second one, third one, god tier. If you have not played the third one yet, there is so much stuff in there. You could play Metal Gear Solid as a monkey. Like, you know how Metal Gear 2...
What?
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah,
how
yeah. They added that. That was hilarious.
It's called Metal Gear Solid.
Wow.
And what you do is you play as I forgot his name, but it was just basically Big Boss, but as a monkey. It was a monkey in a Big Boss outfit, and you basically play through the first chapter of Metal Gear Solid 1, like the exact same missions, the exact same everything, but everyone's a monkey.
Christ. I didn't know this.
And you have to basically rescue the actual boss. And it is amazing. And you get that for beating the game. And then there's 100% bonuses. There's chapter things. You could even read your horoscope. It's weird. There's so much stuff to do in that game. I just want it.
Ape Escape's quality. It's good. I mean, I would love to see a
We
remaster.
decided to move it to the Move. They had that Move copy, and that kind of just squandered the whole series. And I think that's what kind of makes PlayStation afraid to bring it back.
Look, man. If Parappa the Rapper can come back and be
That dumb dog can make it back.
You know what?
telling
You
me
gotta
some chimps can't?
believe.
you just gotta believe.
If we can get Parappa the Rapper and Loco Roco to get remasters, surely to God we can get Ape Escape. I mean,
What's stopping them? What is stopping them?
I
Like
have
we
no
got Grim Fandango remastered.
Oh my god, it's just gonna embarrass me more and more if I'm wrong on any of these.
Don't embarrass it, dude. Mag 2 is not gonna fucking happen. Like,
oh no, hell no.
All right. So shall I?
yes,
So-
give us them rumors. Even though I've
so
made
excited for this.
I've made a Commonwealth Realm video about this. I've
Yeah,
stated
but anyway,
I'm
for
very
Stoney.
much
Give me
against
some
rumors.
spice.
All
So,
right.
okay.
So
Give me the
we've
spice.
got-
I don't give a shit. Just spray me with that.
you got it. We got Ghost of Tsushima, which obviously we know is coming.
No shit.
Then Shadows Die Twice, which is supposedly a sequel to Bloodborne.
Ooh, I
Devil
said
May
no.
Cry.
but-
Yeah. Devil May Cry 5. You know.
All right, I'm liking it.
Shenmue 3 trailer.
Go.
Shenmue 3 trailer. Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer and release date. Final Fantasy remake trailer with Episode 1 supposedly coming in 2019, and a demo of it packed in with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, that is a good idea.
That would be insane. So it's not
Then we-
happening.
Then we have Black Ops 4 trailer.
Black Sops 4.
Yes.
Black Socks.
The only ones you should be wearing.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2
Hashtag Black
trailer.
Sox.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Nice. Hey,
And
man.
exclusive DLC
So
announcement.
do I. Yeah.
Then we've got a couple of PSVR games.
I don't. Okay, hold on. Rewind a little bit. I still don't believe we're going to see Red Dead 2 at E3. If Rockstar doesn't show up at E3.
You don't need to promote it.
You don't. People are going to buy that shit.
Well, these are just rumors, obviously.
Yeah.
Of course.
Concrete
Where's the
Genie
fun-
trailer.
Concrete Genie. What the fuck is that?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, what is that? I gotta
I've
see.
heard
this
of that
real
one.
quick.
It's not the
Sounds
first
like-
time I've not heard of it.
Sounds like some shit Xseed would pump out.
XPS Concrete Genie. I have no clue, but I'll take a look at it later.
I only think that because they made Shantae, but whatever.
Yeah. It's not. Medieval trailer with an October release date.
Ooh, Alan creamed his pants just now. You see that?
Death Stranding gameplay, Spider-Man trailer, Dreams trailer.
Why are they still?
Can we
fucking
please
pushing
just have that game? Like, it is not going to revive the whole VR phrase, the VR phase. The VR phase is, I wouldn't say dying, but it's very low utilized that they should be. Like, we just got the Rick and Morty game. The Rick and Morty game has been out for such a long time for you intellectuals.
Wow.
Sorry,
it?
the Rick and Morty joke. But I just want it to be as good as it can. And Dreams has been advertised since like 2014.
It's been a long fucking time. It was supposed to be a PlayStation Move shit fucking game, and I don't even like. You need to just shit or get off the pot with this game. Like
Like, just
nobody.
get it,
It's at the
like-
point where nobody fucking cares.
Well, it's not even that. It's that, like, how do we know it's going to be a constant use kind of game? Because it's offering the ability to make games, do all this stuff, like, you know, make art, make all these videos.
Do you know
Fucking
how hard
Project
it is?
Spark promised the same thing. Where's Project Spark?
making
Project
fucking
Sparky.
breaking conquer promises like just. Oh,
the
man.
thing with Dreams is that, like, I understand what they're trying to do, and like I understand the draw of being able to have this open world where you can do whatever you want, and like I get the fact that they're trying to build something for VR, but Media Molecule is good at making that kind of experience where you can make something and mixing it with a platformer where the standard gamer can approach it and have something that's a concrete experience. Like I don't play a game necessarily to make a world. I don't want to develop the game. I pay you to do that, and then I play it. You know, like I don't
Exactly.
necessarily need a Dreams kind of experience where I'm crafting something out of digital clay. I just want a good platformer like Little Big Planet again. But I
Yes.
digress.
Exactly.
Then we have Days Gone trailer,
All right.
Expected.
a new remaster from Blue Point Games.
Oh shit!
Escape.
That should have been my fucking like one of those predictions. I think if I was a betting man, they're working on a Jack and Daxter remake.
I mean, don't want that.
I mean, we already got the Jack and Daxter trilogy not too long ago. So
they worked on the remaster for that, but they also worked on the remaster for Shadow of the Colossus before working on the remake.
Right. They're obviously remaking PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale featuring that.
Alan, you're so fucking right. What is wrong with me, dude?
Battle Royale. Yeah.
It already features Dante, so just have a new Funky Kong mode.
Exactly. Knuckles. Don't forget about Knuckles. Never forget about Knuckles. But man, our good friend Alan, not this Alan, but Scottish Alan, was like, Blue Point's working on the Metroid Prime trilogy, and I'm like, there's not a chance in hell. Like, Blue Point is almost exclusively Sony owned at this point.
I'm surprised.
But Joey, what if they're working on an Eco remaster?
What a waste of time.
But I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I know, but Eco's like super short and small game.
It was, but imagine how much money could be made if you tie it in with the Shadow of the Colossus, where you think about this giant experience that was a huge cinematic masterpiece, or whatever you want to call it. But it's like $10 on PSN, you know, where it's just,
that's true.
Yeah.
This is, I was going to say, so they're not really just specifically just their own games, too. They also worked on, like, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, the Nathan Drake Collection, Gravity Rush Remastered. They've done a lot of stuff.
They've done good stuff. They've done really
So this is kind of a toss-up of what they could make. Like,
exactly. They said that their next project is bigger than Shadow of the Colossus. And I'm just like, Shadow of the Colossus.
That's going to be tough to call.
The most beautiful fucking game I've ever seen. And then God of War happened, but still. And it's just like Blue Point deserves like I don't think the fact that I could get excited about another Blue Point remaster or remake says a lot about just how talented this studio is.
Oh yeah. Now
I want to do this one just for Alan, but what if it was an Ape Escape remaster? I think I just made it.
It's better than Shadow of the Colossus. It's finally been confirmed as canon in this universe.
But I think I made him just have to put on new boxers.
Yes.
Just like tear away jeans. I'm used to it.
And then they'll close off with Last of Us 2.
Makes sense. It makes sense. You think so? Wait, those rumors are the entire Sony conference?
Not the entire. There'll still be.
I was gonna say I'm kind of disappointed.
More third-party stuff.
Too.
It'll be like an exclusive deal with Activision for Destiny 2 and Call of Duty. Whatever else for third-party stuff that still has yet to be revealed.
Ari, make some surprises. Please.
It could happen. That could be another 50-50 type thing. And why did Cortana activate? I don't care.
Cortana, show me booty.
Cortana, show me booty.
Now playing Sea of Thieves 2018 soundtrack.
Ouch.
Ooh, all 3 songs.
No, but I will. That's everything. But I will look at some of the comments in our YouTube right now.
Yay!
Ron says, "Remember that night demo? I think it was revealed a couple years ago."
The night demo?
I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, "I don't care about Devil May Cry 5. You suck, boo, Ron." I'm just kidding. Siphon Filter remaster. Hey, what if Blue Point was doing that?
That'd be cool. That's what I was originally thinking. I'm like, maybe Siphon Filter or Splinter Cell, but those are weird games to really remaster.
Because like you gotta keep in mind they said like if this game is bigger than Shadow of the Colossus, like what could it possibly be? And the only thing I thought of was Jag and Daxter because those games are fucking huge. And they have.
I'd rather have Ratchet and Clank remasters.
We already got the reboot. I don't think they would do that.
Well, there's 4 other games, Joey.
Let's see. We got Hollywood Purgatory. I think it's time to discontinue VR. Alan, what do you think on that?
Give me Ape Escape VR, and then I'll talk to you after that.
Then they can discontinue.
I want to borrow you VR for Neptunia. I just want to be with my wife who's in virtual reality.
No summer lesson? Are you sure?
Let's see. Battle Royale is in. Do I hear PlayStation Battle Royale 2?
Fuck.
Yes, you do,
that.
and you heard it. You didn't hear it here first.
Gotta
Let's see.
bring Smash some competition. You know what I'm saying?
Hollywood
Look,
Purgatory
Knack
says,
himself can sell 40 copies. He told me himself. He called me the other day. He's like, "Hey, I can sell 40 whole copies."
Did you know that the voice actor for Knack is the same voice actor of Locke from Halo 5?
Really?
And there's
Really?
your useless fact of the day.
let's see. Hollywood Purgatory says, I have a request. I believe Anthem is going to flop. Change my mind. I don't plan on that. I'm expecting it to. Well, I don't know if they
Anthem's going
remove all
to do
the.
well. It's going to do well.
Yeah,
It's gonna
at the
do well.
beginning, as long as they don't force you to beat loot box style.
As long as they don't do they don't pull a Destiny 2 and betray us
Or a
all.
Battlefront 2.
That's the thing, is that these games are so unpredictable, because if Anthem's going to be the PvE, you know, team-based looter shooter kind of experience that you got from Destiny 2, I mean, if D2 can flop on its face as hard as it did, then what's to stop Anthem from doing that?
Very good point.
Yeah.
Why is
Especially
Anthem
under a
going to be a
company
good
like
game?
Electronic Arts. What'd you say, Chris?
Hollywood Purgatory is asking, why is Anthem going to be a good game? And honestly, I think it's for a few reasons. Personally, this is BioWare's last chance, so they need to make something amazing, and they can make amazing stuff. The problem is they've just been held back so badly.
Me looking at it in an advertiser's like standpoint, like how they're gonna have to advertise this is basically gonna be what makes or breaks this game too.
Yeah.
Development's going to be what makes or breaks this game, because
That too, because well, you got to look at it. It's like everyone is looking at EA right now with very bad eyes because everything that's happened over the past year. And we're not going to go into another 30-minute conversation about loot boxes again. But
no, I believe you. We got to go soon anyway.
You have to say, like, okay, what have we learned from this, and how are we going to make that different from every other experience that we made? Because every game kind of feels the same from us, you know?
Yeah.
No.
I'm hoping it's a great experience. I really, really hope it is.
I mean, I think Anthem's going to be a good game because Mass Effect Andromeda was a bad game. Like, everybody was so excited and hyped up about that. And so now they can take that and kind of put it behind Anthem and be like, this is the last chance for BioWare to actually prove it. Because I think that the maximum amount of success that Anthem can have is the potential success that Mass Effect Andromeda had, where it's like it was so hyped up and people expected so much of it. And I think it can still hit that same level, you know? But
that game, Anthem, I remember watching it the first time and just falling in love. But after like the Battlefront 2 fiasco, I was just like, well, shit. Like
all they need to do is have EA, like main HQ, a corporate, stay away from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And make it about the game. Make it about the game. Yes, have microtransactions, whatever. That's fine. Avoid the whole loot box bullshit, but make it something that fans are gonna accept, because right now EA is under a whole bunch of shit because, you know, countries are looking into them for possible gambling and all these things. Some countries have had told them that they need to change it because Europe has found certain things about it illegal. All this shit, and they're under such a heavy microscope from government, from advertisers, players, and that's gonna hurt them, and that's why they need to do that. And then last question, this one's from Ron. Will we see a Beyond Good and Evil gameplay trailer?
Please.
I don't think we're gonna see. Well, we'll talk more about that in the. I'm just still gonna give you an answer. We're gonna talk more about that in the third-party episode. But that's a very tough call, because when I saw because they released like a developer. Yes, and that game looks like it's still a ways off, and it looks
huge. He was just like, look at this statue. It's very small.
Yeah.
45 minutes later of just freaking flying, and he's just like, oh, hey, I'm finally at the statue.
No, it's literally, you know, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, the way that he described Beyond Good and Evil 2, number one, it's not Beyond Good and Evil at all. Number two, it's literally what No Man's Sky was trying to be, where you just get a team together and you just wander through space and you do space pirate shit.
It's gonna be a big game.
It's gonna be a huge game, and I'm pumped about it. Yeah.
And on top of that, it's just a huge undertaking for an entire staff. So depending on how many people are on his team, Michel and Zell, it's on him to have like the team that is dedicated specifically, like I would say, like what's his name, Sakurai level of just going hard at this game, trying to get it out. Because if it's gonna go at a decent pace like most games do, we're not gonna see that game for a while.
No.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't. That game's gonna be. I'm gonna be playing that game on my PS5. I'm not being straight up with you.
I remember specifically you coming up to me right after I got out of that very disappointed EA play last year, and you're like, I didn't know what happened. I didn't watch the conference because you guys were watching it at Hollywood, the mall over there in the right next to the Walk of Fame.
Oh,
and I'm over there.
Sunset. Yeah, it's Hollywood.
The Sunset Strip. He was right over there, and I got out of EA Play. I'm all disappointed. And he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was really shit in there." He's like, "Well, I know what could cheer you up." And he showed me Beyond Good and Evil 2, and I freaked out. Like, oh my goodness!
That was one of the coolest reveals I've ever seen at an E3.
Oh my god, people went nuts. Michelle,
it was crazy.
It was. Oh, I hope for another one of those this year. That's all I hope.
That's all I want to, man. It's not to mention that reveal was just like, I think it was
beautiful.
Well, there was Metroid Prime 4, of course. I still feel like that reveal was a little more mid-sane, but Beyond Good and Evil 2, like Michel Ancel came out and he's just like, "Thank you all so much. I love you."
I had a lot of crying from that
conference. A lot of crying in that conference.
It's like the excitement from Prime 4 and then the excitement from the game that we're talking about right now. Shit, the name has just
Evil 2.
Yeah, the excitement from that. And then on top of that, you have Mario Rabbids guy crying. And it's like all of this love and excitement. It's so good.
It's really touching to see. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch the Ubisoft conference from last year. It's like you just feel the respect that everybody's watching is giving to these people, and they're giving it right back with some really good games. So Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to knock it out. I have no doubt. Because Michelle just got off of
prequel.
Have you not played Rayman Legends? Have you not played Rayman Legends? The game is good.
I want a new one. I want one now.
So you say you want a new one, and I'm hearing a 5th port. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm saying toaster port. Mobile?
I bought the 5th port like a week ago.
We all buy the 5th port.
Oh, and before the last note, did you hear Best Buy is discontinuing the GCU?
That pisses me the fuck off. I was about to buy a membership, and then they're just
like, just buy Amazon Prime. You get so much.
You know what happens, Sam? My shit arrives like a weekend later all the time.
See, I don't know why other people have issues. I've always had fine experiences with Amazon. I don't know why.
Man, the one time I use Amazon to buy Mario Kart 8 doesn't show up day one, and that pisses me off. So I bought it somewhere else, returned it the next day because I just don't. Let me return the Amazon one because I'm just like, I don't stand for that shit. Like, I need to play my shit day one.
I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Especially when the Switch was out, they kept fucking up the Switch game orders like over and over again. I'm just like, Amazon, just stop. Just Jeff Bezos, stop. Just what you're doing. Pay your workers living wages, you greedy bastard.
This is true as well. Yes,
exactly. Before we get too political, I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening to the Game and Talk podcast, for listening to us on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play. And, of course, all of those people watching us right now on YouTube. I know some of you guys, especially Ron. Thank you so much for joining us.
I love you.
And thank you, Sam, for joining us once again, Mr. Samuel Adams.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, gentlemen.
Yes. Where can we find you?
Well, you can find the majority of my content. It's best if you just follow me on Twitter, Pretty Chill Guy, because I'm on Twitch. I do things on YouTube, a lot of different things. Do a morning show called Caffeinate live every weekday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern time, 4 a.m. for all of you guys. But yeah, so I do that, and I'm out there grinding, making the content, doing the thing, but I enjoy every second of it. So yeah.
Oh, his voice is like butter. You better go subscribe.
If you do your impression, Alan.
I really don't want to do it.
Yeah, do it in front of me, Alan. Do it in front of me. No,
I can't do it. I've got stage fright.
That was a terrible impression. You should go kill yourself. All right. Yes, Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all social media at Nuke the Chris. You can find all of our written works at nukethefridge.com. Right now, make sure you follow our social medias because we are doing a giveaway, and we will be doing a giveaway every week up until E3, and probably even beyond that. We're probably going to give away some.
Maybe Beyond Good and Evil, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, who knows?
Alan, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Alonzo Bambino, the Gamer Boy, at Curly Supreme. It's funny stuff. I post mostly art, and that's pretty much it. Or you can check out my written works at nukethefridge.com. Or now you can see some really nice reviews that are hopefully going to be coming at a consistent pace at Nuke the Fridge Gaming. I'm excited on YouTube.
There you go.
Correct.
I'm excited. Content's starting to flow out now with us.
Ask me the question, woman.
Joey, where can we find you?
You can find me bathing in blood, sweat, and tears of my enemies at Twitter at Ferris Wheel Pro and Instagram at Ferris Wheel Pro and Grindr at Ferris Wheel Pro and youtube.com/Ferris Wheel Pro. But you can find my other video works at youtube.com/Commonwealth Realm. I don't know, you kind of maybe have heard of us. We have like 12 subscribers, but we're working our way up in the world. You know?
I mean, you're getting there.
Once you get to 140K, what kind of champagne are we gonna have?
We're gonna have first of all, it's 150K, Alan.
150. My bad. I remember
no
last.
Champagne for you.
We had that champagne, and we had like fancy cheeses and meats per Conrad's request.
We got that bubbly, all that bubbly goodness up in there. And yeah, you can also find, of course, my written works at Nuke the Fridge Gaming and of my video works too. Maybe I'll do a God of War video review, but a part of me is just like, who's gonna fucking watch it a month later than after the game's release? But you never know. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week when we talk about the Nintendo predictions on episode 69.
Easy.
That family-friendly Nintendo getting that 69 treatment. You know what I mean? Just picture it. Shigeru Miyamoto, Reggie Fils-Aimé, just going at it.
Please, God, no.
All right, bye-bye.